This is probably the most difficult thing I've ever had to deal with in my entire life.
Deshauna Evans and her sister Janelle are talking about losing their father, Thomas, to COVID-19. The Chesterfield man died April 2nd at St. Mary's Hospital after being on a ventilator. The sisters and their family members are heartbroken knowing their 73-year-old dad died alone.
We're in this chaotic situation now, and your families are being separated by this horrible virus. It's just final.
The daughters say not seeing him in the hospital before or after his death and not being allowed to view his body at the funeral home adds to their grief.
We couldn't view his body because of the COVID-19, and per health department regulations, they could not open the body bag.
The family was stunned to not even have his personal belongings returned. Instead, they say they were told their dad's items were put inside of his body bag and sent to the funeral home. Some are still unaccounted for.
To be missing his cell phone, which had all the photos that he took, to be missing his necklace that he promised to his grandson. You don't handle people that way.
Family members want his belongings back, including that necklace, and
there was an infusion pump that he went into the hospital with. We also don't have that. And that's a $5,000 piece of equipment that the hospital is saying, well, we don't know where these things are.
The owner of Affinity Funeral Service says his company sought direction from a state health director who advised him not to dress or allow the viewing of any unembalmed person who tested positive for COVID-19. A safety directive, he says, they share with families. Loved ones now struggling with how abruptly their lives changed and struggling to figure out how to go on without the rock of their family. We checked in with state and national associations for funeral directors, and we were told that funeral homes across the country are being urged to follow the CDC guidelines. The CDC indicates that there is no known risk associated with viewing the body of a person who died from COVID-19. However, funeral homes may choose to amend their viewing policies, something that families should consider when selecting a funeral home. Working for you in Richmond, Shelby Brown, CBS 6 News.
Well, things you might not think about. Shelby reached out to Bon Secours to find out what's supposed to happen when a patient passes. They issued a statement about their commitment to compassionate care for all their patients and their families. But with regards to this case specifically, they said, quote, to protect patient privacy and to support the families of the deceased, we do not release information about patient deaths, end quote.